if you have zero energy, I can pump you up on the Dantian if you wanted to. I owe you so much. You've been so helpful to me.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I'll take anything. I always appreciate it.
Yeah. Okay. Call me anytime and let's do it. And you'll see the difference.
It sounds good.
Okay.
Hang on here. I'm having trouble with StreamYard for some reason. It's not going live on Rumble. I knew this was a problem the way I set it up. So, hi everyone, have patience with me. I need to go in here to Rumble. It's so frustrating. I've been having trouble with Chrome. I don't know if anybody else has. And so I've been switching over to use Firefox, and it just doesn't remember sign-ons. It doesn't remember things. Almost every single time I log into a program, invalid information. So anyway, so now I have to open up Chrome, and I'm going in there, and let me get this. Goddess Light, upcoming. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm trying to.
That's okay. Hey, no worries. It happens to me all the time.
All right, so let's go into this one. And give me just a second here. I'm trying to figure out what to do, how to get the information from it. My content. Let me try that. So while I'm doing this, I channeled Brasentia about the hurricane in North Carolina. There is so much information about there. It was a horrific hurricane, no doubt about that. But there's so many things, and there's so many just things that are pumping out fear that, I just was like, I just don't know. I don't know what to believe. I don't know what not to believe. And so therefore, I just wanted to see what she said. People may not agree, and I have no idea, but that's not the right thing. Shoot. But anyway, so it's just a short little thing, and I feel as if, or basically what she was saying, and I just did it, and like I told you, I've been in that the energies have been so strange. I just did this video out of my back porch, no makeup, no nothing. So therefore there's no video, it's only audio. And exactly. And so here we go. This is what I'm looking for, the settings. That's not going to work. Oh, shoot. My intuition told me the other day, nope, don't use that. But it looked like it works, so I did, and it just didn't work. So therefore, let me come back in here to StreamYard. Could not get through on the phone line. Really, Kathy? I'm on the phone, struggling with Rumble. Add to thing. Okay, so I think I'm now live on Rumble. It looks like I am. And but it's probably not going to be the original link. It might show up as a different link. So I'll just have to explain that later. Okay, so I have to go live separately. There we go. Oh man. You see, fortunately, I do pretty well. I do pretty well. And then when I get into this energy where I have felt very ungrounded, I have felt just out of it, I have felt very tired. And so part of it to me is like, well, what's going on here? And I'm always thankful that that I'm not like this all the time, because it would be really hard. And I probably would not get anything done.
I know. Well, can you trust yourself? Did I close the door? I better go check again.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Oh, see. I don't know. I think someone must have left me a voicemail, but I can't stop and look at it now. I remember back during Katrina, we had trouble with the phone line, and it was that the phone line was from northern Louisiana. That's where it was located, like the trunk line. I wonder if for some people that's what they're struggling with. I don't know.
That could be because we have such old technology. All the electric grid is 150 years old, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's put in some light there that they can connect, and there will be complete contact.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. So I am, and there is that, and I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm going to get rid of this. So now looking at StreamYard, both are live. Okay, and the teleconference is here. Yeah, there's only like 4 of us in the teleconference. So I think it must be a problem. I think that people must have problems getting in. But I don't know what to say. So anyway, hopefully it'll turn out okay. I'm just looking to see on my regular phone. Nope, I'm just going to let it be. Okay, so here we are. And this is Monday night. It is October 7th. We just had that. You know how every few months or so there's 5 Sundays it was. Now there's 5 Mondays occasionally. So we had 3 weeks since the last one. And I was looking back, I was talking to someone about the recent meditations, and I was realizing how many, I may have even said this last time, and then she did it again. So there must be something about healing and connecting with our soul, because as we look at that, multiple different meditations that we've had in the last 2 to 3 months have been about healing, and they've been about your soul and about that connection through your soul. So I think what the goddess is trying to do with all of this is help us to just become comfortable with our soul, to become comfortable with talking about our soul, and that the importance of what it can do with us. And then, as you guys know, I also have the universal light beings, and so they come from a different perspective. And as I'm watching them or channeling them or having whatever it is that comes through with them, I wonder if
the conference has been unlocked.
I locked the conference. It was 100% my fault. I did that another time. Do you remember? Thankfully they said, Shelley, you locked it. And so I just looked at this and I saw that I had locked. No wonder they couldn't get in, because I locked the conference. So hopefully they'll try again and just realize, okay, I finally made it in here. But anyway, so I'm sorry. This is me with my OCD. I just go like squirrel, squirrel, squirrel.
That's okay. That's quite okay.
Quite okay. Yeah. Thanks, Sonia.
Absolutely. You're part of us. Yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you for unlocking it, Shelley.
Yes, I didn't realize it was locked. And then I was just sitting here talking, Kathy, and I was like, I got in here just fine. I don't know what the problem is. And then I must have accidentally hit that button that locked it. And so finally I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder they can't get in. Because people have been I had a phone call that came through that I didn't pick up because, and on top of that, I didn't set up Rumble correctly. So it's just been a little bit of a foobar.
The Mandela effect is acting up too. Things showing up from a different perspective in time and location, right? And then all of a sudden it's like, whoa.
Well, exactly.
Right there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of that.
My day's been like this too.
Yeah. So what I was saying, Kathy, that you might not have heard, or maybe you did if you were listening to the video. But anyway, it's just I've been in this really strange place, and so I'm ready to be past it. So coming back to what I was doing. So I was talking about how the goddess is talking about our soul so much, and talking about the importance of that connection, and that healing and everything, it comes through our soul. And in fact, Alexander had sent an email today talking at length about with my soul communication that we did recently. No, that was a different part of it. But anyway, about working with our signature cell, or that core cell, that cell that is our direct link into soul. And he was talking about, we did a meditation about that. I don't remember which one it was, but I know it was within the last 2 months. And he was saying how it has made such a difference in being able to visualize it or work with it as a hologram. And I thought, ooh, what a great idea. Maybe the goddess will do that tonight. Maybe not. I have no idea. But anyway, so I feel as if for all of us, no matter where you are on your journey, that alignment with source, that alignment with soul, that opening of that communication within you is what just makes such a world of difference. So I wanted to talk about that for just a minute. This week, I have this channel tonight, the meditation tonight, and then Wednesday night is going to be the Universal Light Beings. So for the next couple of months, they'll both be on the same week. And then once I have that third, that fifth Monday again, then I'll be back to 2 different weeks. So this week, Wednesday at 7 p.m. will be the Universal Beings. Okay. I do have different times available for private sessions. So if that is something that you want to consider, then look at my website, goddesslight.net. Are we ready? I think I've said what I need to say.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Let me do this. Okie dokie. Let's see what this. Okay.
The recording has started.
Okay, as we come together this evening, I invite you to let go of whatever may be going on around you. Let go of any stress that you may have. Let go of just anything that is no longer serving you. So you take a deep breath in, breathing down into your heart center. As you do so, just feel that energy of breath and light as it moves into your lungs. And then it moves from your lungs into your heart center. And then you breathe out. I'm trying to remember, do I usually mute this? I don't know. I mute the room. See, I am totally disoriented, you guys. Excuse me.
All participants are muted.
So as you continue your breathing, take another breath in, breathing in through your nose, feeling that breath as it goes down into your lungs, through your heart center, and then you feel it as it goes deeper and deeper within you. So that it becomes every breath in, you're breathing in energy and light. Every breath out, you're letting go of tension or stress. You're letting go of anything at all that no longer serves you. It's important in these busy, busy days that we have for you to take the time, be it a few minutes at some time during the day or a longer period of time in a meditation, but take some point of your day to breathe down through your nose, breathe all the way down into your core essence, and then breathe out, letting go of tension or stress. Breathe out distractions. Breathe out anything at all that may no longer support you. Namasika Venia Benya. Namasika Venia Benya. I greet you, beloved family. I flow my energies into and around you at this moment in time upon the earth. For some people, you may feel or perceive there is no veil, there is no separation between you and your source and divinity. Others may feel as if there is still a separation. Others may feel as if that separation is gone when they consciously remove it. But I reference back to about 5 to 10 years ago when people, even in meditation, needed to make a distinct shift or have a clear intention, almost as if you're walking across the bridge to get to the energies of your divinity and your soul essence. So when you consider it in that regard, indeed, the veil is gone. But the veil is anything at all that is between you as your human reality and you as your soul essence. Be in this place of openness and awareness. Be in this place where you allow for all of your expanded energies and awareness to be present within you in your everyday life. This is the evolved you. This is you from that perspective of the human experience of this current lifetime. I know that great changes are taking place. I know there is a lot of turmoil that is happening because of these changes. I know that completely moving from one paradigm or one time space reality into another one as a collective of billions of people is something that is very unique and different. So be aware of the many, many, many changes that are taking place. Be aware of not only who you are in the process of all of this, but who everyone is that is around you throughout this process. Because at this time, it is so important to be a part of the whole. Namasika. I am the one. I am my divine essence. I am that soul expression of me in this lifetime. Venia Benya. I am the whole. We have used this most often as a means of linking to one another. When we say that phrase at the beginning of this meditation, it's bringing everyone together as a group, no matter where you may be in the world, no matter when you may listen to this meditation. It all comes into this now moment. So, that being said, kind of the next phase of what is happening with this is Venia Benya. As a part of the whole, humanity is going to begin to understand that when others suffer, they suffer. When others are experiencing trauma and shock and, whatever it may be that goes on, hunger, then the others are feeling an impact of it. You are not there as yet, but this is what you are moving towards. So, another reason why this is coming up like this is for you as humanity to choose to be in a place where not only are you connecting with one another, supporting one another, feeling the love and light of one another, but you are also lifting up those that may not as yet be in the flow of energy, in the flow of light, or the understanding and awareness of all that's been going on. So, Venia Benya, I am the whole. I am, as an individual person, intrinsically connected and aligned with everything that is taking place on the planet. That's pretty significant. It's always been that way, but the distance, or speaking of the veil, but that distance or the veil or the separation was such that you could not feel that connection, even if you tried to, even if you reached out and tried to. Okay, so let's see. As we are creating this space, as we are in this flow, I invite you to go into your heart center. As you take a moment, you allow your focus to be within your heart. You are not only feeling the alignment between your lungs, your breathing, and your heart as it's beating, but you are connecting to that energy body that takes up that whole space. This is how you connect with one another. This is how you reach out to each other. This is how you can read the information from others. So as you feel that flow of light that is that energy body, you then let a portion of it move down. It goes down through your solar plexus, through your sacral center, your root center, and it goes down into the earth. Take a moment and ask, is this aspect of Gaia with where you are connecting, is this the aspect that is in my highest and best interest? The reason I say that is because there has been a greater delineation through Gaia that is created at this time. There are some individuals that are able to go deeper into Gaia and into that place that is known as Lemuria. And as you take this opportunity to be in this space, to be in this flow, ask to know, where am I linking with Gaia? I just heard someone say, I'm actually linking within me is my connection to Gaia. So instead of sending an energy from you down into the earth, it's almost like the earth is coming up within you, or you are feeling that deep alignment. That flow comes back up within you. It goes through your heart center. It goes up through your throat, your third eye, your head center, your crystalline energy body. And then it moves up into the space of your higher self. As you are here within this space, take a moment to look around. As you look around, you may be able to see some of those projects that you are working upon. you may be able to see potentials and opportunities for things that you've been looking for. But this is your space for expanded awareness and knowledge and information. You just breathe in and be open to receive. If you notice that perhaps there are other things around your higher self that are not being addressed at this time, or that you have completed, clear it out. Let it go. You then send that stream of energy even further up. It moves up through that thread of your divinity until you connect directly into your soul. As you connect to your soul, as you feel that merging or that blending take place, look around. What do you see within this space? Do you have that perception of yourself as this massive, brilliant light? Do you perhaps see other lifetimes that you are either currently experiencing or have in the past? What is this space to you? I, the goddess, walk in and amongst each one of you. As I move into and around you in this energy, our energies merge and it amplifies your alignment with Source. This also moves us into the all that is. Take a moment to notice the all that is. This is your space of creation. This is a place where you can communicate with other aspects of yourself. This is a place where you can tap into the energies and frequencies of the universe so as to shift your own vibration. The all that is can be whatever it is that you seek to have in this now moment. As was commented upon by Shelley at the beginning, we have had a number of meditations that assisted you with the expansion into your soul, with healing, with finding balance, and with creating an understanding of who you are. I know that a great deal of what people speak about on the earth is about the completion of a cycle. But for this evening, let's look at the new beginning for something new and different. I invite each one of you to kind of clear out your space. For some, it may just be wide open and cleared off already. For others, you may have that perception of things that are happening around you. But what I'm going to invite you to do I can already hear some of you talking. But what I want to invite you to do, as if you are whatever age you are right now, we are going to jump forward 50 years. So let's say it is 2075. And here in the All That Is, I invite you to just open up your consciousness and be in that vibration that will be associated with that year. At the beginning here, I notice that it is very generalized, just looking around. Cars are different. Your roads are different. The energy is incredibly transparent. And it feels like there's a fraction of the people on the earth plane. The energy of the earth feels translucent and light. As we take this moment and look into the future by 50 years, ask to see in front of you what your life looks like. Again, I know many of you will say, well, I'm not going to be alive. Just let that go. That is irrelevant. In this energy and in the all that is, you are infinite. So ask to see what the world looks like to you 50 years in the future. I will share some of my perceptions and maybe it will trigger for you. The air is very translucent. It is very clear. I look at some of those major cities around the world and they look different. In part because there is no pollution. In part because people continue to move and be active and they're very intent on their life. I'm looking at New York City right now. But then I see San Francisco, London, Tokyo, Sydney, all of these major cities around the world, and they all look consistent. There is a transparency to the energy. People, although moving, are not frantic. There is a slower pace that is taking place. There are cars, but they look different. I keep hearing not electric, but use the magnetics of the earth. Let's take a moment and shift our focus to something that is around the oceans. Let's look at some beaches. The beaches have they're clean. The water, it almost sparkles as if it has a life of its own. And the flow of the waves feels as if it's more purposeful than what it was before. Let's look into the oceans. They feel cleaner to us. They feel as if there's a lot of wildlife and civilizations that are being discovered. Let's look back to the parts of your country that are considered rural, smaller towns, perhaps farms. Let's take a moment and look at the farms. I notice that in certain parts of the world, in the farms, there are groups of people that sit at one end of the field and the other, and they just send waves of prayer and meditation into the food that is being grown. Again, out in this place, there is no air pollution, there are no chemicals. People have a way of reconnecting to the land, and those that choose to be in that space are there. I mentioned my perception that there were way fewer people. You have a large number that are incarnated at this time due to the transition. Many of those are here to play a part, and they are not here to have a whole entire lifetime. So there will be at least what you would consider a billion that just disappear. And they are forgotten, they are not remembered. It is not something that will hurt the individuals like their families, because these individuals never really connected to have a family. So as you receive this information and this perception of looking at your planet, now turn around as if to look at yourself. How do you look? How do you feel? Where are your interests? I do see that some of you will have transitioned back into soul. So you're coming from this place at this time, from your soul. But no matter the age, your bodies are what's the word? Calibrating? No. Your bodies recreate themselves through healing techniques, through meditation, and other experiences. So age becomes just a number. So look at yourself in 50 years. Many of you will see that you are actually healthier than today. Many of you will see that you are more athletic than today. Many of you will see that your relationships have transitioned. As you look at this time-space reality, you may notice that that flow of energy and light that comes directly down from your soul is just this constant flow of light and love. It is filling you up. It is assisting you. I invite you to look before you from everyone as a group. What does the earth look like to you? When you look at it as a whole versus looking at it from where you are. An important thing to pay attention to is the energy movement between the Earth and the other planets in your universe. You can feel that flow. You can see that flow. You can know that movement. As you're looking towards this image of the Earth, do you see non-terrestrials that are interacting with you? Do you see the ways in which people communicate is different? The teleportation from space to place is different. So in the not so very distant future, there are massive changes that will be taking place. Let's clear out the all that is for a moment and now look 25 years in the future. About 2050, 2049. You can still see the residual energy of what you are experiencing right now. You can still see that there are massive changes that have taken place. There's already a large decrease in the population as you look at the world as a whole. The larger cities are not 100% cleaned up at this point, but they are working towards that. So look at yourself. What does your physical body look like? What does your energy look like? If perhaps you have certain problems right now, can you see between now and then when they may transition or when they may heal? If there are certain things or messages that your future self is giving you, ask to bring it into this now moment that you may have that experience right now instead of in the future. And what I mean by that is that you can receive this information and integrate it into your now reality. Your physical body may not go there immediately, but you are setting up a potential to step into it even quicker than 25 years down the road. Okay. I heard someone say, let's look at 10 years. So 2034. Immediately, can you feel how congested and tight everything is? So 10 years from now, you'll still feel a significant amount of these energies that are clearing out. Why don't we take this opportunity and let's reach out to 25 years in the future, tapping into that energy for yourself and the rest of humanity. And then let's just bring it backwards, almost as if it's filtering through the collective consciousness. It's filtering through every individual. Feel it as you are literally pulling it back from that time-space reality and pulling it back into, first of all, 10 years from now and into this now reality, and use it to just clear out everything. Send it into situations if you choose. Send it into yourself. Send it into everything. And while it does not clear everything up 100%, it feels better. Because now when we jump to that 10-year point, the energies feel much better than what they did when we first connected to it. You can see the difference of just that short period of time being on the earth in that high frequency and then trying to come back into what it is now. It's a big difference. So take a deep breath in, breathe out, and be fully present in this now moment with that clear alignment to the future where you're bringing that energy back into you, into a place that allows you to feel better, to be healthier, to have more energy, everything that is involved. I can feel the waves of energy just moving through. Let's clear out the all that is again. And I invite you, as if you see yourself as a hologram, if you were to look at your essence as if it were something outside of you, what do you perceive? If you look at yourself, now look at your life. What about the relationships? Your job? Your living experience? Whatsoever it is that's on your mind right now, look as if it's all a hologram in front of you so that you may see it as if disconnected, which allows you to perhaps perceive your life in a new way. It makes me smile. I see several of you like brushing away those relationships that no longer serve you. Those relationships that keep pulling you down again and again and again. And I see you say, nope, 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 nope. You will find that as you move forward from that, you are then able to experience new relationships because you are more fully within the higher frequency. You can always make that connection. You can always have friends and family around you that are of a different vibration. And it's just as if there's a little bridge that allows for that connection or communication to move through. It feels good, does it not? If you could choose one primary goal, what is your goal or what is your intention? Say perhaps looking at the next, be it month, 6 months, a year, whatever it may be. What would you like to see manifest within your life? I see some are still looking at this as if that hologram is showing you what you seek to have. Others, it may have reabsorbed within you and you're just working with your own energy. What is this to you? Is there anything within and around you that keeps you from receiving that which you seek? What's interesting is as I asked that question of you, I noticed that some of you looked around and realized it's right here already. It's right here. I also noticed that others of you were looking around and had so many different distractions. So let's clear the distractions. Be present in the moment. Gather these many different perceptions that you've had during this, gather your future self, and as if you are becoming a magnet, you let all of those energies come back within you, and it moves through all of your consciousness. It moves within the energy of your soul, and it moves through, going all the way down within you, the human. I then invite you to come back together as a group. You see coming up within you that hologram of the earth. It's the hologram as it is today, but you see superimposed the hologram of what it looks like in the future once these energies have all cleared. So as you send your energy into this hologram, have that clear intention that they merge or that flow and movement happens more easily. You then send an aspect of that goes out, anchoring within the universe. The remainder goes down into the earth. It anchors within the earth, into those crystals, the magnets, and it comes back up through the energies into each one of you. It comes back up through where you anchored at the very beginning. It comes up into all of humanity and the grass, the trees, the animals. Everything feels that flow of transition taking place. Bring all of your consciousness back within you. You go back up to the all that is. You move back through your soul, your higher self. coming down within you, and you feel it within. As you do so, if you would like to ask a question, I invite you to come back within the room. You do need to make the phone call.
All participants are muted. Q&A session has started.
Once you are in the room, you may press *6 on your phone, and that will place you in the queue. Hello? Someone with 310 area code? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Now I
Can
can
you hear
hear
me?
you. Now I can hear you.
Oh my God! You know what I had done? I pressed mute so you wouldn't hear me when you were talking before. Thank you, God. This is Sonia, and I am so grateful for everything done throughout the many, many years that I've been with you. And I need a piece of advice here, and if you can verify for me something. I have had complete triumph in my eye condition where no longer a transplant is required, and I was discharged by my surgeon on August 4th. Just the words were, continue doing your work. There's only 5% left of edema. So I'm off, and the eye pressure is perfect, and the retina had to be checked for regular checkup, and it came up that was slightly inflamed, and we were working on it. I had a stroke on the left retina, and then it started improving. This happened in May, and it was improvement, constant improvement. I'm doing homeopathic, my own energy work. Then all of a sudden last month it went down. It declined in improvement by 20%. What happened?
Okay, so first of all, congratulations on doing such good energy work, and you did you did a great job of staying in that vibration of this is working, and knowing that you could finish this and do this for yourself instead of just automatically going the traditional route. Sometimes the traditional is what's best, and sometimes, it's not. It depends on the person. So good job on doing that part. When we look at why it diminished 20%, it feels like once you were told by the doctors, okay, everything's back to normal, we no longer need to see you, it's as if some part of you that was being very vigilant in holding that frequency, holding that light, holding that energy, just says, oh, okay, I'm fine now. I don't need to do my job anymore. And so that part of you just quit doing that energetic support that it was giving you. That's what I see it, because it was like something got pulled out. And then when you realized, oh dear, what's going on here? It felt like you were kind of putting everything back in place again. And it felt like it was layered, like I have this energy doing this energy doing this doing this, as if all these different layers were putting back a structure of support and energy that would continuously help it. It feels like it will go back to being completely fine. And by no means do you have to go back to the very beginning, but it just feels to us as if you need to restructure it again, go back into the energy healing, and that will allow you to fix it.
Okay, that's exactly what I just did today and yesterday. Okay. Today I changed a different homeopathic, and I'm doing a different energetic approach as well. So okay. Am I in the right trajectory right now?
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
Okay. And it will heal. Thank you.
Yes, it will.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome, beloved.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Shirley. Hi, Goddess.
Hi.
I couldn't get on the call. It said that it was blocked.
Yes, Shelley accidentally hit the lock, but she undid it.
Oh, anyhow, that's a good news, because I thought because of the storm,
right,
that she was affected, and, electricity and all this. And then I went online and I connected. Anyhow, my question is, like everybody's talking, I go to Cherubim group, I'm Cherubim, everybody's talking. We are done, this is the last thread of dark removed, and this, they're not really people, they clone, they are artificial intelligence. But does not matter, nothing is changing on it. Everything is, to my opinion, getting worse. The war is still going on, people are still so stupid to kill each other, and then we're gonna really start to feel this energy and light that came to Earth that will improve life on Earth.
So this is the you are at the end of the phase in which the nefarious and the negative people and energies were in control. That is completed. The vast majority of them have been removed. Not all of them have been removed. There are vibrations and frequencies that are still being infused, which is, pulling other individuals, not necessarily the higher, the ones controlling everything, but others are still tapping into that energy. So yes, it is still going on. Yes, we can see that it's still going on. However, we also see that those things that were controlling it, manipulating it from the higher, that like from the over part are gone. And so this is just about playing out this last phase of this part of the whole ascension process. This is the group, of course, talking now. But as the goddess said early on, let's look towards what we are creating. And so the more that people focus on the light frequency and on the transition, then the more that will be evident to everybody. But there are still so many people that are caught up. I mean, lots of people having lots of problems. We are not discounting anybody's problems that they may be having. But when you focus upon something, that is what manifests more for you. And people are focusing on fear right now. They're focusing on the control and manipulation. There is massive amounts of just false information going around, and people are focusing on that because it's just part of that fear vibration. So it's really important to understand that there's the big picture of things, and then there's the everyday reality. And keep your energy and vibration in the big picture of things, or the big scheme of things, and understanding and knowing that, yeah, there is a bunch of crap that's still going on, on that lower level, but it will dissipate and it will go away. As in the meditation tonight, you could see that it is not, that's not so very far in the future, that things are going to be significantly different.
Yeah, that's a good news. I mean, I communicate with Queen Anara, and she said they're coming back to Earth to help us, and she was talking about 20 years from now.
Indeed.
Just like you talking, how everything will change for them, and we're going to be like a heaven on earth. And so only I want to know when we're going to be done with this negative energy.
Well,
when we're going to get no ceremony. Are we going to get no ceremony this year or next year?
Yeah, we can't say anything about that because we don't know. We're not tapping into that, but we do know that this is the end. And just as when you get people that are at their last straw, they don't have anything else to lose. They're going to fight, and they're going to be nasty, and they're going to be horrible. And they're going to do everything they can to hold on to that last little thread. And that's what you're seeing. So don't get caught up in it. Stay in the higher, lighter vibration. And it will be as if, that light is just going to continue to come in and peel it apart. And then suddenly it'll be just gone.
Good. I do work. I mean, like now with new moon and all this photos, we have electric. We do work, and I know other, light workers. We do work, we try to, but what else can we do to speed up the process?
The more light and the more focus on the light, the faster the energies will move. And consciously bringing all of those that are not yet awakened into the light will help them to awaken more quickly.
See, this is a problem that I face. They think we are wrong.
Who
News
cares?
is correct.
Yeah, who cares?
I
It
said,
doesn't
"Oh,
matter.
the news
Yeah,
media is wrong.
yeah, yeah.
Don't
It's not
believe
about
them,
who's
but
right
they
or
think
wrong.
we are wrong.
Yeah, it
We are
doesn't.
living in fantasy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what you think. It's not about right or wrong or in between. It's just about moving beyond that. And I mean, you could look at that and say, observe it, but don't get caught up in that. Okay. Well, we're
That's
going to
what
move
I
on
do.
now.
I mean, I listen, but I don't believe them. I don't sit and go. Thank you, goddess. Thank you, Shelley.
You're
I
welcome.
really appreciate your love and support. Thank you.
You're
Bye-bye.
welcome.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Thank you for delaying the meditation, and thank you for Shelley for catching locking out
You're welcome.
and opening it up. I'm interested in this man. I'm hoping the relationship would work out romantically, but I feel like he's in high vibrational energy, but he's a little bit overwhelmed, and I have hard time communicating with him. And so I get really frustrated and angry. Do you see this as a potential relationship for me going forward? Because I feel like it is a soul relationship and it is in a higher vibrational energy.
We do. Yeah. We do see that it is a potential. We do see a lot of energy around the fact that it is going to work out. Is it going to be permanent long term? That's undecided. But this is a very good potential for you. And the focus needs to be upon what do we want to call it? The focus, like when you go into your soul communication and you just speak like through meditation, heart to heart, that's one way to help diffuse some of those changes in energy. Also, continuously seeing him, we know that you can see him as his higher vibration, and then you get frustrated when it's not the current reality. But when you get frustrated by it, say, "Up, still not there." Acknowledge it like a little check mark, and then let that go. But we do see that that not only are you helping him a lot, it's also giving you a lot of skills in working with your own vibration and frequency and how to connect with his and communicate.
Should I continue if it's not going to be a long-term relationship? Because it's just going to
We're
be
not
painful
saying
for the heart.
we're not saying it's not going to be. We're saying it's unclear right now whether it will be, because that has not been written. Because no, we think you should be in for this. We think that it is a great potential, and we think that yes, you should be pursuing this.
So just recenter myself and realign to the higher purpose. So
Yes,
and what I've been doing is correct so far.
it is, but then you get in your head or you get in your ego, and then you just kind of go back into old relationships, and so this is allowing you to learn how to have a relationship in the new energy.
But I feel like he's going in. He's like a psychic. He probed me for the old energy. So how do I've been having the angels shearing it off.
Yeah, we're not.
So that's it.
Yeah, it's not coming through like that to us as we look at this relationship with him. But if that's your perspective, then we think you're probably spot on, because you're very intuitive. So just put up like a little block or a little wall that that he cannot do that to you, and then also communicate with him. You can't say it verbally because we feel like he'd just say, what are you talking about? But say, no, that is unacceptable. Here's my boundaries. Let's see where this can go, but you cannot just try to be a psychic vampire. You cannot just hook into me.
All righty.
All right, beloved.
Hello, Goddess.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you for the message today. It was very exciting, especially about the future potentials. I got really excited when I heard about 50 years from now.
Yes, indeed.
I have I was jumping. I thought, well, I'll be 96 numerically, but I feel like it would be so much fun being on the planet at that time.
Indeed.
Yeah, I had a quick question. I've been getting this excitement that something's coming for me in the next month or two, and I was wondering if it is a potential of a new job for me that would support me even more financially and with my artistic endeavors. I was wondering if you could provide insight. It just feels like excitement, like something is around the corner in a month or so.
So the excitement that we're feeling when you talk about that feels like a relationship. So that could be a personal relationship, a work relationship, your creative endeavors. It feels as if when we say the word relationship here, it feels as if it's you meeting new people, going, having new experiences, and it all feels like it's very, very supportive of you. So let me ask, let us ask now and see. Is this around work? Is this around her creative? It feels like it's more around your creative projects, which could be considered work. And it feels as if, aren't you getting published? Is it this month or next month?
That's the intention. I'm in the process of my illustrations are being done now. I met with a guy who offered me some business advice. So the timing, I haven't set it firm yet, but I'm working towards everything, like getting a website soon. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like it has to do so it feels like it has to do with your creative process, and that these new relationships come maybe from meeting new people through that, or maybe from giving talks, and maybe from interacting with others. But the excitement that you feel is that that's everything that you're doing has been right in alignment with what you need to do, and things are opening up for you, and it feels like it's all right there.
Oh, that's great, because I've been feeling this like thing is popping up, but
yeah,
that's good to hear.
Yeah, it feels, I mean, sure, we could see it for next year, but it feels like it's earlier than that.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. This will be the last one.
Hi, Goddess.
Hello.
Hi. I'm looking to purchase my first home, and I guess I'm getting frustrated because I'm not finding anything so far that's in my budget and that would work for me. And I guess I'm just wondering if you see it happening before the end of the year, or anything you get.
Yeah, we do see you purchasing a home, and it feels very cute and quaint and cottagey. Don't know if that makes any sense to you, but what we see that, or what that represents to us, it feels like it's maybe a townhome, or it feels like it's an older home, like maybe 30 or 40 years old. However, it's been well maintained, and there's trees around it, and it doesn't have a huge yard, but it does have some yard. And actually it doesn't feel like a townhome, because it feels like it's separate. But anyway,
yeah, I don't want a townhome.
yeah, this feels like it's separate, that it's a separate individual home. And so we get, yes, it is going to happen. It feels like once everything transitions with the political things in the country, that the interest rates and everything are going to drop way down, and that at that point things will begin to come onto the market. I don't know, it just feels like there's a waiting, and then vroom, things fall down and things come onto the market, and then you find a home to buy. It feels like it's an absolute yes. Whether it's the end of this year, it feels like a potential to be in December, but it may be like January. It does not feel like a year, like even 6 months from now, it feels like you're already in the new place. And so a year from now, already in the new place. And it feels like it's just feels cute and quaint. We keep saying that over and over again. But it does feel older, but it feels like it's been very well maintained or renovated at some point. And so you're very happy with it.
Okay, great. Do you feel that it's north of San Francisco or south of San Francisco, or that's unclear at this time?
We're getting like San Francisco's to our west, so we feel it's like east. When you ask about north of San Francisco, we get kind of a no for that. When we ask south, we get a
Okay.
yes for that. So it feels like it's kind of that south and eastern part of the Bay Area.
Oh, you see it in the Bay Area?
Yeah.
Or I guess I was hoping to be on the coast, and because of pricing, I didn't think I could afford anything in the Bay Area, and that I would have to go out of the Bay Area. But should I be looking somewhere I'm not looking right now?
So tell us some of the towns that you're looking at.
I'm just kind of looking on the coast right now, and various towns. I'm not even like set on one because of pricing. I'm kind of looking all around. I don't have like a specific place that I'm like, I have to live here. I'm kind of a little flexible on that, but I don't want to be more than about a 2.5 hour drive at the most into the city, but I don't really know.
We're hearing Santa Cruz, and we're hearing Big Basin or Big something or other, and those feel south of the city. We're just not getting much north of the city, but we do feel something kind of over on the eastern side, like San Francisco's to the left.
Okay. I guess it'll. I mean, sorry, but it's just gonna find me somehow, or I need to. I mean, I'm looking myself, but I'm just worried. I guess I should just stop worrying. It'll happen.
You're not. Yes, don't be worried about it. You'll feel drawn to say, well, let me look at this town, or let me look at that town. And like if you just start looking, because what is it? Walnut Creek, Concord, some of those places over there. I don't know. We're getting too mental. So anyway, the bottom line is we do see you finding a house. Just continue to look. Like you could put your finger on a map and look and say, should I look here? Should I look here? And you'll get like a warm or a cool sensation or something that will tell you, let's look here. And it does feel like you find a place.
Okay. And I do have a real estate agent that I'm working with. Do you see that she is helpful in finding that?
It does feel as if she's helpful.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Q&A session is over. All participants are muted.
Our meditation tonight was important for you for a number of different reasons. First of all, this is showing you that it is very, very easy for you to shift your focus into a different time frame and then bring that vibration and frequency into your now moment. Everything that you are doing in living your life is in the now moment. So when you get stuck or when you're in having a problem or a lower frequency, then one of the ways to shift out of that is to shift into something that feels good to you and to bring it into your now moment, and it will move through everything else that's going on. There is great transition taking place. Remember to stay in the higher light frequency and understand that all of this is here for the ascension of humanity. Be present in the moment. Know that this is all working know that the higher light frequency is here right now. Beloved, I am ever with you and within you. Ansaluia.